It's over for me. It's officially over. I went and looked for my headphones before recording, and the first place I looked was the fridge. Like, why am I like this? What's crack-a-lackin', my fellow home dogs? It's your old pal Channel Pup, and it's time to talk a little bit about the DC Extended Universe. Just a little bit though, not too much, just a little smidgen, a little iota. Because a while back I made a video asking what the hell is going on with that. Batman's been recast. We've got no idea what's going on with Jared Leto's Joker. There's no clue as to when Henry Cavill will be returning as Superman. And when will the Justice League come together again? And yeah, there are some pretty burning questions going on here. And I know that a lot of people in the comments section of that video made a point of saying that Warner Brothers have outright said that they're not doing this interconnected universe thing anymore, and that they're going to focus strictly on standalone stories. But I think we have a little more idea of what that entails now. It feels like the groundwork for the future of the DC Extended Universe has now kind of been laid. We have some idea of what to expect from it now. And what to expect is Wonder Woman 1984 and Birds of Prey. Alright, I've been Armin and you've been watching Comic Book Cast 2, thanks for the ad revenue. I just kid, I kid. No hard feelings, Armin. Now, but what I'm saying is I think past Shazam, the DC Extended Universe is entering its next evolution and finding its feet with kind of better success now. You gotta think, this whole thing started off with Warner Brothers contracting Zack Snyder, a very sort of stylized director, to come along and make these tentpole action movies, but saying, you know, feel free to do it in your own style. They'd get cold feet and make changes to the films. So then it was like, okay, Zack Snyder, how about you just make a very, you know, popcorn sort of comic book movie flick that the masses can really enjoy? No more of this stylized genre film stuff, this biblical epic that you like doing. And then, well, stuff happened, one thing led to another, we got Justice League, and audiences were unhappy. So then it was like, okay, we'll go down the Marvel route a little bit with Aquaman, and yes, it was successful, but like, how sustainable is that gonna be for the universe going forward? We're gonna have to try new things. So then we get Shazam, which feels a lot more like a genre film. It feels like a superhero film when superhero films were new, but at the same time, it feels like a coming-of-age movie. It definitely feels more like a genre-specific movie. It's got this very sort of Spielbergian sort of a vibe to it. So then we move over into Joker. Again, very genre-specific. It's a psychological crime thriller, in a style that kind of emulates Martin Scorsese. So now Birds of Prey is on the way, which looks like very much a grindhouse action chick flick akin to kind of Kill Bill. It's very Tarantino-esque from the looks of things, and people that have seen the film said, yes, it feels a lot like a Tarantino film with a little bit of a John Wick kind of a vibe to it as well. Now, we don't know much about Wonder Woman 84, but it looks like it could be very much an 80s political thriller. So I think what's happening now is that DC and Warner Brothers are going very much the whole hog with these very genre-specific films. Now, Marvel have done genre-specific films as well, but they don't go so far as to wear their inspiration on their sleeve like the DC films have so far. With the exception of the John Watts Spider-Man films being inspired by John Hughes movies, they're not going out of their way so much to pay homage to specific directors and cinema like the new slate of DC movies is. And as I said, if you begin this stuff at Shazam, you've got Spielberg with Shazam, you've got Scorsese with Joker, and you've got Tarantino with Birds of Prey. We also know that The Batman is very much going to be a noir flick. So I think, yes, it's definitely going to be very, very standalone, and we definitely know now that Robert Pattinson's Batman is not taking place in the DC Extended Universe, and I don't think we're gonna see the DC Extended Universe as like Zack Snyder laid it out ever again, sadly, which is a shame because I really liked where that was going, but at the same time, I'm willing to embrace this new, they're just genre flicks thing. But you know, I really want to see more of these characters working as a team. So something I would definitely love to see in the future, if they're going down this path, is a standalone Justice League movie. You don't have to cross over the versions of the characters that we've got now. You can do it as its own thing with a brand new cast, and anyone that says, oh, you can't do a team-up movie without films in build-up to it, you absolutely can. There's been dozens of them. A lot of people tend to forget that X-Men are still a team, but we didn't have individual movies dedicated to Professor X, to Wolverine, to Cyclops before the first X-Men movie came along. A lot of people tend to forget The Incredibles are a team, and admittedly it's a family dynamic, but there's still multiple characters. We didn't need an entire movie devoted to Mr. Incredible or an entire movie devoted to Elastigirl. They were all there from the get-go, developed over the course of that one film. Let's also not forget, the Guardians of the Galaxy are a team, and they weren't all raised together as family, but they were characters that were introduced over the course of the first act of the film and brought together. Not to mention countless Justice League animated films. I would adore a Justice League film set in like the 1970s, directed by Brad Bird, with characters in that film specifically made to service that one film. This is the only reason I wanted the DC Extended Universe to continue, is I would love to see more of those crossovers, and I would love to see them really knock it out of the park. I understand that while I do like Justice League for my own reasons, it's, it's problematic, and it's not, it's not the whole package. It's not, that's the one Justice League film to bring it all home. So I think, there should be some encouragement for Warner Brothers for taking it down this path, and I think part of the reason there's no Snyder Cut is they probably don't want to remind us all of what the DC Extended Universe was before they made the drastic shift into director-inspired genre films. I think now that the Infinity Saga is over on Marvel's side of things, Warner Brothers has the opportunity to really kind of reset the comic book movie genre and put it back into individual genre films. But I see no reason why a team-up can't be included amongst that. What I will say, though, is I really hope they do keep Henry Cavill on for whatever comes next from Superman. I mean, put it this way, like, for me, Suicide Squad is the exact opposite of anything a film should ever be. But they've kept Margot Robbie on board through to this more genre, director-inspired version of the DC Extended Universe, if you will. And I doubt we'll be seeing much of that Suicide Squad vibe in Birds of Prey. It looks like a much better and much more creative film. And obviously, Ewan McGregor is playing a very campy version of the Black Mask, which is not what people had in mind, but don't worry, because the Matt Reeves Batman universe is opening up. There's plenty of opportunities for us to see the Black Mask that we all know and love in that, or something at least more along those lines. Same goes with the Jared Leto Joker. If that really is the Joker of that side of that universe, it doesn't matter, because he's not the Joker in the Matt Reeves Batman universe, which is, to all intents and purposes, it can be the one that counts as far as you're concerned, or you've got the Joaquin Phoenix version, 6 or 1. Choose, just make your pick. While it's not exactly a particularly brave and bold business model for a DC Extended Universe, it is a good business model for individual films, which is what I think people want to see going forward now. The Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity Saga is its own little story, as far as I'm concerned, and it's about as good of a story as you could ever expect from a superhero genre. But now, if we want to go back to making more sort of auteur pieces and stuff like that, I think Hollywood would really appreciate it, and I think audiences will appreciate it, and I think most of all, directors and creatives will really appreciate it. So the future of the DC Extended Universe is looking bright, even though, like, something that I thought they had something good going on is, to all intents and purposes, over. It looks bright regardless. I'm optimistic. Well, what do you guys think? Comment below and discuss, and as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, you can be a part of my very exclusive Kennel Club by subscribing, hitting the like button, and in the description below are the links to my Patreon and my Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you? Because you could get a way better costume from Zentai Zone. Check out their range of custom-made, tailored superhero costumes. Ridiculously good quality, value, and customization. Link is in the description below, as well as my coupon code CHANNELPUP, where you can get a discount off of your purchase. And while you're at it, why not get your suit designed by my talented buddy Dan from New Blood Dan's workshop? You can contact him via the link in the description below. Seriously, guys, you do not want to miss out on your chance to be your favorite superhero and feel authentic and professional. And you don't want to miss out on that Channel Pup discount.